Hello, my name's Nathan Bennett. I'm the head coach of the men's volleyball team here at the University of Saskatchewan. We're going to be talking about confidence today. This is for the MCAA 530 program, Ethics in Sport. So confidence, some things we're going to go over today. So what is confidence? That's a good question. We're going to go over some quotes that I found that are meaningful to me. Talk about coaching with confidence. How do we obtain confidence? What about confidence in others? We'll talk a little bit about arrogance and confidence. So is it arrogance or is it confidence? What are the differences? And also, I think our goal as coaches is to build confidence in others, and we're gonna speak about that. So confidence in my own words, and this was a little bit difficult for me to articulate. There's a little bit difficult for me to think about, but basically it's this. It's my belief that confidence is what gives the courage to act. If I'm confident in my own abilities, then it'll be easier for me to act, whether that is to speak up or to physically act on something. I think that it's almost like a courage as well. So it's confidence and courage kind of go hand in hand a little bit, but to have the confidence in your abilities to act on something, and I think that's, for me, what confidence means. Now, not my version of it, but we'll take a look at what Merriam-Webster has to say. They say a feeling or a consciousness of one's powers of reliance on one's circumstances. They also say, and this is a big one that I think, is faith or belief that one will act in a right, proper, or effective way. And I think when they use the word faith and confidence, I think it go hand in hand. When you have faith in your abilities, then it builds confidence in yourself. Also, from Merriam-Webster's, confidence stretches faith in oneself and one's powers without any suggestion of conceit or arrogance. And there's that word arrogance again. We're going to get to that in a little bit. But an example of this is knowing that you have put in the time and you've prepared to take the winning shot. So let's say, take MJ for example, Michael Jordan. How many shots has he taken in practice? How many shots has he taken in the game? He's had that experience, and now he wants that winning shot, and he has the confidence that he'll make it. Or he has the confidence at least he'll put his best shot forward. Some quotes. This one's in our book. I fight for my country and my people. When we conquer, I will remain silent like a warrior should. Lakota Sioux. This one I really enjoy because you have that confident ability. If you're confident in yourself, you don't have to be arrogant. You don't have to be braggadocious. You don't have to puff your chest out and start talking a lot. But when people are confident, they can just do their job. They get in there, and once they complete their task, then they can leave and go home or do whatever it is they need to do afterwards. I really enjoy that quote. Another one from Michelle Obama. Through my education, I didn't just develop skills. I didn't just develop the ability to learn, but I developed confidence, which we'll see in a little bit in a movie, a little clip here. Confidence is a learned thing as well. It's not something you're born with. It's something that you gain. And I think that she hit it on the head here when it's saying through my education, developing. Those are key words there. And the last one here by Franklin Roosevelt: confidence thrives on honesty, on honor, on the sacredness of obligations, on faithful protection, and on unselfish performance. Without them, it cannot live. And this is a very good quote, and there's so many words, more powerful words in this quote that I really enjoy. Again, faithful, honor, sacred, obligation. I really enjoy those words, and it wraps it around, and I think if you bring all that together, you can find a feeling of confidence. Coaching with confidence, and I think this is something that's really important for what we do. The way you articulate things, the way that you speak to players, how you speak, what is your body language, and as we know, we learned in this class, 89% is visual. So communication is really important, how you communicate. So if it's visual, then how you project yourself. Are you confident, your shoulders back, your head up, the way you look at people? And for me, the job of a coach is one where confidence is required. It is a job that when you are speaking to your team, whether it be technical or tactical, the way that you present information or the way that you speak to your players has to be in a confident manner. And so a confident manner, that's what I'm talking about, is the way you project, also the way that your body language is. If you are unconfident in your material or what you are trying to explain, players will notice that you may lose some credibility within the group. So for example, if you walk into your team and your body language is shrunk and your voice is a little quiet and you're looking in the ground or your eyes are scattered, it doesn't portray confidence, and that group might, well, not might, they will see that, and then they may not listen, or they may not think that you have the ability to do what you're doing. So I think coaching with confidence is key if you want to grasp a young athlete. Another quote from Brown. I found a lot of good quotes in Brown, but successful coaches are confident individuals who have the ability and skills to develop confidence in the people around them. Their confidence comes from a thorough knowledge of the techniques and fundamentals in their sport, and from the ability to teach these techniques and fundamentals in such a way that they develop well-prepared, confident athletes. And that's the other part about coaching, and we'll get into that too, but we want to build confidence in athletes. We don't want to just be confident in ourselves. Our job is to make sure that we build people. We're building athletes, and when they leave our programs, that they're confident to get out into the real world. To become confident in your abilities comes from being prepared. And now this is a big part of it. Preparation is key. I think for anything, let's say for this exam that we're writing in this course, if you don't do those the practice quizzes, you're probably not going to be overly confident when you go in and actually do the test. But if you do the practice quizzes, when you go and do the test, you're going to be quite confident in your abilities to score well. Another quote from Brown, you'll see him a lot. Confidence in athletes comes from being prepared. Such preparation promoted the feeling in individual athletes that they and their teammates will perform well. Okay, again, we're talking about the feeling. Okay, the feeling in individual athletes, and I think sometimes that feeling is something that's hard to describe and it's hard to pinpoint. But that feeling of confidence, it's a big thing. Now, confidence in others. Being prepared that anything we do in life, I think, will bring you confidence. If you're training someone else, knowing that they've put in the work, you will become confident in them. So for example, with my team, we just finished practice today. We have a match in a week and a half. We have a bye week this week. I'm confident in my athletes' ability to do well in that match because of the work that we're putting in the gym. Specific athletes, I know that we're doing individual training. They're doing the work in the weight room. They're doing the work with our team psych, sports psych. And I know that our team is going to go in and be well prepared, so I have confidence in my group to be successful on the weekend. Now, arrogance versus confidence. Are you egotistical or are you confident? There's many ways to describe this, and it's a strange thing, but we talked about this in the book. There's a phenomenon that exists. It's called false confidence. This can show itself being very outspoken. Mannerisms would show confident actions, but that is not the case at the time. When a person is arrogant or flaunts an ego, this could be false confidence. So those bravado guys, when they're puffing their chest out, may inside not be overly confident in what they need to accomplish or what they have to do. A lot of people can talk a big game and not necessarily have a big game. So we gotta be careful. Basically understanding athletes that way. Just a quick clip here. Mel Robbins.
This is something that is a really important topic for me, is that there's when you talk about personality, so extroverts, introverts, a lot of us really, I know I did this, I was all wrong about what confidence meant. I thought confidence was a personality trait.
I love this. Tell me more.
I thought that people that are outgoing are the confident ones, right? And the truth is, confidence is not a personality trait at all. It's a skill. And a lot of the extroverted people that you know are actually very insecure. I used to be one of them. I used to be the kind of bossy, crass loudmouth that didn't believe in myself, that didn't believe in my ideas, that didn't have the confidence and the courage to really be the real me. Who I am, who I'm not, flaws and all. There are a tremendous number of introverted people that feel uncomfortable putting the attention on themselves, but they're very, very confident in their ideas. They definitely believe in themselves. And so when you start to separate confidence not as a matter of personality, but as a skill that you can acquire, because confidence is the ability to move, in my opinion, from thought to action. Because when you're a confident person, you believe enough in yourself and your capabilities that you're willing to try, that you're willing to share. To me, confidence isn't the assuredness that it turns out, it's the willingness to try.
So a couple things that that you hit on, and I think the biggest one was the ability to go from thought to action. That is confidence. And she mentioned it at the beginning, touched on false confidence, and so she was crass and she was all these things, but she didn't really trust herself, or didn't really have that that ability to feel confident, and and she got over that, and I thought that's a very good clip for me. Another quote from Brown, genuine confidence is based on belief, and belief is based on consistency of accomplishment and daily work habits. So again, we're talking about the preparedness, having genuine confidence and not the false confidence. And I think that's an important thing to have. We all do that as coaches. We put the work in. We get to these positions because we've climbed the ladder. We've put in the work. We've been in the trenches. And we're putting our players doing the same thing. We're getting them to do the work. So when they go to do their skill or their match or whatever it is that they're doing, they feel confident to be able to strike the ball true. Our goal, we talk about it, our goal is to build confidence in people. There are many types of leaders out there. I said that there are the types of leaders that will berate players or put them down with sarcastic remarks. And there are other types of leaders that want to build the self-confidence in people. And I believe that everybody in our program is not a berater. We're not putting people down. We're not hurting people. What we want to do is build people. And I think building people's confidence is a big stride. Look again, Brown. Confidence builders teach young people that confidence and preparation go hand in hand. They lift up their players for their effort to prepare. I think effort to prepare is a main topic here. If you put in the effort, you'll feel confident afterwards. Understanding that building confidence is more important than the score is what great coaches do. To wrap up, I know you were bearing with me here, and I appreciate that. I know it was a bit wordy, but a lot of content that I wanted to get across. But this is the way I want to wrap up, is the virtue of confidence is something that is very difficult to grasp because it can manifest in very different ways. And for me, that's true. And is it a feeling? Is it your faith? Is it your preparedness? Is it false confidence? Is it real confidence? There's so many dynamics here. As a coach, I became more confident in how I speak to players and what I tell them because I've worked on my craft and I understand the game. I remember as a player wanting to become a coach, I would do volleyball camps and things, and I was confident as a player. I was confident in my skills. I wasn't so confident in how to teach people and how to get across through language and words what I wanted them to do. It was more like, do it like this, and I would show them, but I had to build that, and over time we came to that place. The task at hand is to help mold young people to become confident not only on the field of play but in everyday life, and I hope that we're all doing that, and that's our job. And I'm one of those guys in the trenches working on young people and hoping by the time that they leave our program that they're ready for the real world. That is it for me. Thank you very much.